Game Busdecker is P10. Gabriele Piccini is P16. David Giorgetti entering the pits is P1. Bonze exiting pits on softs. Vincenzo Calandra exiting pits on softs. Billy Moscogianese is P5. Vincenzo Calandra is 10th. David Giorgetti exiting pits. Billy Moscogianese is 3rd. Mizaba exiting pits. Eden GT from Canada is P18. Era is 16th. Era passed RJ Fujiwara for 15th. Valentino Tossi is P7. Valentino Tossi passed Eduardo Garcia for P6. Vincenzo Calandra is P9. Vincenzo Calandra is now 10th. Gabriele Piccini is 12th. Gabriele Piccini is now P11. Billy Moscogianese is 3rd, 0.2 behind Andreas Marcinez. Billy Moscogianese passed Andreas Marcinez for 2nd. David Giorgetti is 20th. David Giorgetti passed Vasilis Pernitsis for P19. Valentino Tossi is 6th, 0.2 behind K. Bebaudas. Valentino Tossi is now 5th. Eden GT is P15 driving a Lamborghini, 0.2 behind Ilya Kruglov. Game Busdecker is P16, 0.2 behind Eden GT. Game Busdecker is now P15. David Giorgetti is 18, 0.1 behind RJ Fujiwara. David Giorgetti passed RJ Fujiwara for 17th. Bonze on lap 1 is P11, 0.2 behind Gabriele Piccini. Vincenzo Calandra is 16th, 0.1 behind Game Busdecker. Vincenzo Calandra passed Game Busdecker for 15th. Game Busdecker is 17th battling David Giorgetti. Mizaba is 19th driving a 911 GT3, 0.2 behind RJ Fujiwara. RJ Fujiwara is 19th battling Mizaba. RJ Fujiwara lost P19 to Vasilis Pernitsis. Eduardo Garcia is P6. Game Busdecker is P17 driving a Lamborghini, 0.2 behind Mizaba. Vonze on lap 1 is 12th, 0.2 behind Era. Vonze passed Era for P11. Valentino Tossi is P5. Maizaba is 16th, 0.2 behind Vincenzo Calandra. Vagalis Ninos is P5, 0.2 behind Valentino Tossi. Vagalis Ninos lost 5th to Eduardo Garcia. Maizaba is 16th, 0.2 behind Vincenzo Calandra. Vasilis Pernitsis from Greece is P18, 0.4 behind Gamebus Dekler. Maizaba is 16th driving a Porsche 911 GT3 Cup, 0.2 behind Vincenzo Calandra. Vasilis Pernitsis is P18 driving a Lamborghini, 0.2 behind Gamebus Dekler. Skilmi Gipgumi is P8 driving a 911 GT3, 0.2 behind Kill At Least One Zombie. Skilmi Gipgumi is now P7. Vasilis Pernitsis is 18th, 0.2 behind Gamebus Dekler. Vasilis Pernitsis is now P17. Kbev Audas is P11, 0.2 behind Era. Kbev Audas passed Era for 10th. Vincenzo Calandra is P13, 0.2 behind Maizaba. Eden GT is P20, 0.2 behind RJ Fujiwara. Maizaba is 12th, 0.2 behind David Giorgetti. Vasilis Pernitsis is 17th, 0.2 behind Gamebus Dekler. Kbev Audas is P10, 0.1 behind S. Mogakos. Kbev Audas passed S. Mogakos for P9. Maizaba is P12, 0.1 behind David Giorgetti. Maizaba passed David Giorgetti for 11th. Gamebus Dekler is 17th. Gamebus Dekler passed Vasilis Pernitsis for P16. Kill At Least One Zombie entering the pits is P21. Vasilis Pernitsis is 17th. Maizaba is P12. S. Mogakos is P12 battling Maizaba. Maizaba is P11, 0.3 behind David Giorgetti. Vincenzo Calandra is P13. Vincenzo Calandra passed S. Mogakos for 12th. Eduardo Garcia is P5, 0.4 behind Valentino Tassi. S. Mogakos is 13th, 0.3 behind K. Bevaudas. Mizaba is 10th, 0.3 behind David Giorgetti. Eduardo Garcia is P5. Gabriele Piccini is 8th driving a McLaren F1, 0.6 behind Skilmi Gibgumi. Eduardo Garcia is 5th, 0.6 behind Valentino Tassi. Gabriele Piccini is 8th, 0.2 behind Skilmi Gibgumi. Gabriele Piccini passed Skilmi Gibgumi for P7. Mizaba from Belgium is 10th, 0.1 behind David Giorgetti. Eduardo Garcia is 5th driving a 911 GT3, 0.5 behind Valentino Tassi. Mizaba is 10th, 0.2 behind David Giorgetti. Vonze is 16th. Mizaba is 10th, 0.4 behind David Giorgetti. Vasilis Pernitsis is P17, 0.2 behind Vonze. Mizaba is P10, 0.5 behind David Giorgetti. Vasilis Pernitsis is 17th, 0.2 behind Vonze. David Giorgetti on lap 2 is 10th, 0.1 behind Mizaba. David Giorgetti lost 11th to K. Bevaudas. David Giorgetti lost P13 to Era. Vincenzo Calandra is P10, 0.2 behind Maizaba. Vincenzo Calandra passed Maizaba for P9. Maizaba on lap 2 is P10, 0.1 behind Vincenzo Calandra. Maizaba entering the pits is 11. Vincenzo Calandra is 9. Bonze is 16, 0.2 behind Gamebus Dekmer. Bonze lost 16th to Vasilis Pernitsis. Era is 12th, 0.2 behind Esmagakos. Vasilis Pernitsis is P15, 0.2 behind Gamebus Dekmer. Era is P12, 0.3 behind Esmagakos. David Giorgetti is P13, 0.2 behind Era. Era is P12, 0.2 behind Esmagakos. David Giorgetti is 13, 0.2 behind Era. Era is P12, 0.2 behind Esmagakos. Esmagakos is 12th, 0.1 behind Era. David Giorgetti is P13, 0.1 behind Esmagakos. David Giorgetti passed Era for 11th. Era is 12th battling Esmagakos. Era entering the pits is P10. Eden GT is P17. Bonze exiting pits. Eduardo Garcia is 5th driving a 911 GT3, 1.2 behind Valentino Tossi. Vasilis Ninos is 6th. Andreas Marcinez is P3, 2.5 ahead of Valentino Tossi. Esmagakos is 12th. Vincenzo Calandra on lap 3 is P9, 0.9 behind Skumi Gibuni. Skilmi Gipgumi is P9 driving a 911 GT3. Ilya Kruglov is P15 driving a F1 GTR. Billy Moskogiannis is P1. Eden GT exiting pits. Valentino Tossi is 4th driving a Lamborghini, 1.9 behind Andreas Marcinez. Billy Moskogiannis is P1 driving a Lamborghini, 4.0 ahead of Mosa Dager. Gabriele Piccini is 7th, 0.7 behind Vagelis Ninos. Andreas Marcinez is P3 driving a 911 GT3, 2.9 ahead of Valentino Tossi. Gabriele Piccini is 7th, 0.5 behind Vagelis Ninos. Smogakos is P12. Gabriele Piccini is 7th. Vagelis Ninos is 7th, 0.1 behind Gabriele Piccini. Vincenzo Calandra is P8, 0.4 behind Vagelis Ninos. Vincenzo Calandra is now 7th. Valentino Tossi on lap 3 is 4th, 1.4 behind Andreas Marcinez. David Giorgetti from Italy is P11, 0.4 behind Skilmi Gipgumi. Skilmi Gipgumi is 11th. Vincenzo Calandra is 9th, 0.8 behind K. Vavaudas. Skilmi Gipgumi is P11, 0.8 behind David Giorgetti. Vincenzo Calandra is P9, 0.2 behind K Bevaudas. Vincenzo Calandra passed K Bevaudas for P8. David Giorgetti from Italy is 10th, 0.6 behind K Bevaudas. K Bevaudas on lap 3 is P10.